half the fresh tomatoes we eat in this country come from Mexico. The rest come mostly from Florida. Florida blames Mexico for dumping tomatoes here illegally. So the Commerce Department has reinstated an old 17.5% tariff. Mexico says, prove it. We're not doing that. You say tomato, we say tomato. It's suing the Commerce Department, and it's saying many small Mexican farmers are no longer shipping their tomatoes north because their U.S. import operations cannot afford to put up the cash bond to cover the potential tariff while this issue is being decided. What does this mean for you? Take a look. Tomato retail prices are up 2% since this started, 10% in a year. Companies like Chipotle buy millions and millions of pounds of tomatoes from Mexico. They say so far, since we contract out, we're not expecting it. We don't plan to raise prices. And even while the lawsuit continues, Kelly, the Commerce Department and Mexico are trying to hash out a new deal. No luck there yet. And we just discovered both of these flags were made in China. Back to you.
For now. Jane, what's interesting to me about this is we're talking about the big trade deals that may or may not happen with China and the new USMCA and whether, tariffs are coming off today as a result of that. This, what you're talking about, has been totally under the radar and had a huge impact. And how we wouldn't have even known about it. I mean, this is just almost a side issue. It just tells us there's so many of these different side issues coming up, aren't there?
So many. This isn't even part of NAFTA. This is a situation that goes back to the 90s, specifically on tomatoes, which had the tariff, which was suspended in 2013 because Mexico was allegedly playing fair. Now Florida claims Mexico's not. And so it's in the courts in the U.S. Mexico wants to seek an... Here's an interesting thing, Kelly. Unlike China, where the president's saying the tariffs are going straight to the Treasury, not in this case. The tariffs are being paid for, covered in kind of a cash bond in escrow until this situation is decided. If a court rules that the tariffs aren't needed, they get reimbursed plus interest. It
Wow.
is such a complex issue that it's hard to explain without getting into the weeds.